Hi everyone, my name is Hannah and this is my channel about cross stitch. So hello and welcome to all my new subscribers. Oh my gosh, I actually just checked before starting this video and I have 52 subscribers. I know to a lot of people that's not a lot, but I kind of didn't think I'd get any, or like one or two. Like I remember when I first put my first video up and I had like 2 subscribers. I was like, oh my god, 2 people watch me. I was just blown away. And I am even more blown away, if I'm honest. I mean, 52 subscribers, like dang, you guys. Thank you so much. So, unfortunately, the stitchy bug has kind of left, which is unfortunate, but I'm working through it. I do have stuff to show. I just haven't been doing as much stitching as I had hoped. I'm hoping that, you know, it'll come back soon. I had a few days where I didn't stitch at all. I've been trying to, you know, maybe throw in a few stitches here and there into projects. I think what I need to do is I think I need to maybe find something that I can finish. I think I need to feel that sense of accomplishment. So I think that's one of the things I'm going to focus on this coming week, is just to try and find something that's maybe semi close to a finish that I can maybe finish just to feel like I'm getting through my pile. And I think that's part of it too, is I have never had this many whips. It was 50 some when I counted, and it probably wouldn't bother me as much if like my lid on my tub fully closed, but like I have to like really like put pressure on the lid in order to get it so that I can snap it. So I think if I can get my tub down a little bit, I will like probably feel better. So okay, I feel really bad because my last video was a little bit rushed and a little bit off, I guess, because it was a refilm and all that. And I feel really bad because I forgot to do shout outs, and I really want to shout out this person because she mentioned me in her very first Flosstube, and it is the Nightmare Before Nightmare Before Stitchmas. And she has a lot of really great Halloween projects. Let's see, she's only has 1 video up. I actually follow her on Instagram, and I believe you can find her on Instagram at the same name, Nightmare Before Stitchmas. And she's got this like really cute like little white Halloween tree that like stays up, she says, all year, and it's super cute. And she is also working on one of the projects that I am working on, but I have not worked on it at all this last week. So I will try to remember to link her below, so go check her out for sure. Her video was really great. And let's see here. I'm sure a lot of you are already watching, but Stitching at the Cabin. It's a mother and daughter, and they have some really great projects. They even have a little bit of overlap on projects, which is kind of fun to, you know, see how each of them are going about stitching on each project and how far they get, because obviously they're not keeping up with each other. So they're really fun to watch. So I definitely recommend them. And again, I will link them below. All right. So let's see here. What have I worked on? So as I said, there was a couple of days where I didn't do any stitching. So I don't have a ton to show. So I'll just start with what I worked on yesterday. I decided to do a little stitching, and I pulled out Spread Magic by Katie Compton. And this is from the World of Cross Stitching, and this was from the September issue. And I am doing this on like this neon-y green opalescent Aida that I dyed. I don't necessarily love it, but I also don't think I hate it, and I think it'll be better too when I outline it. So we will see. I'm just gonna keep going with it. But I didn't get a ton done, but I came in and I started putting in some stitches into the plant over here. And this is actually showing up as pretty accurate color-wise. Like, I don't mind this over here. It's the greens that I'm kind of iffy on, if I'm honest. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna try outlining this once I get it done, and I'll decide what I think. And I'm probably just gonna keep going with it, like me. So yeah, that's where I am on that. So I did get a little bit of progress in on that. I know this was originally going to be one of my like goals, like my main projects for the month, and it may still be. I do really enjoy working on that one. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know what I'm going to be working on. I do want to try and keep up with my WIPCO goals if I can, but we will see. And also, I don't have any tea today. I didn't really feel like making it. I just kind of wanted to get this video done. So I could either stitch or do something else. And these are actually, I don't think I've shown these before, but they're just bags that I got from Target. They're, they were in their dollar spot section. They don't have them anymore, but they had them last summer. And I bought a bunch of them. They're like waterproof. Like, I think they're meant to like put your phone or a book or something in when you go to the beach. But they work really good for cross stitch. And this is another version of it. That one's not waterproof, it's just like a mesh, but it works quite well. Alright, so then I worked on, oh no, do I not have this up anymore? Well, let's see here. Oh, nope, I do. So then I worked on the Tiny Modernist. I put in a little bit of time into this one. I'm working on a Leo. And I'm not going to take this out of this hoop because this hoop is a real pain to put back on. But this is where I'm at. So as you can see, I'm down here. So I finished off the circle. And I've started working on the mane, and then that's one of his ears. I am not loving working on Leo. Like, there's a few that I really enjoy working on. Like, I really enjoyed Aries. That one was really fun to stitch. Aquarius was fun to stitch. Gemini was okay. But, like, you can see here, Cancer. It's not my favorite type of stitching, I guess. So, and I'm kind of having that issue with Leo, is like, it's just a lot of the same two colors, and that gets kind of boring to me. So, hopefully I'll get them finished this month, but I am, because I have kind of lost my stitchy bug, I am not going to like push myself to finish Leo. You know, maybe once I get it back, you know, I can do 2 in 1 month or something if I need to catch up. Like, I don't want to make it worse by working on something that I'm not absolutely loving working on at the moment. And unfortunately, Leo is that. Maybe I could go on up to Taurus. I should think about that. Because Taurus is purple, and purple is my favorite color. So maybe. I don't know. I guess you'll find out. I am thinking, I'll talk about that later. I also worked on my Long Dog Dilemma. Unfortunately, I did not do any stitching on the 5th, so I think I pulled this out on the 7th, and I started working on that a little bit, and I had fun with that one. I do enjoy stitching on that. And I am doing, so The Zodiac one, I am just doing on some random blue that I got at Stitchville, and it's at 18 count. And this is also just an 18 count white that I got from Michael's. And this is where I got to. So I will try to remember to put pictures and stuff up. But what I did is I started working down this border here. And I put in this. Started in on the third one of those. So yeah, it's not a ton of stitching. I think I only had like an hour and a half, something like that, to work on it. But I made pretty good progress. My stitching has also slowed down a little bit because I'm watching Vikings, and I stitch a lot slower because I'm paying attention. I'm paying more attention to that show. So anyways, I'm using so far I've used 3 different DMC variegated flosses. And I'm really enjoying this. So my plan is I'm going to work on finishing this, and I'm going to bring just this border down over here. Anything like past that border is on the next page. And then I am going to, I believe there's some crabs down here. So then once I finish off this border, I think I'm going to try and get the crabs done too. And then I will fill in this space. But I want to get the border done, and then I'll fill that in. So as of right now, I don't think this will come out again until March. But I don't know. I mean, this is something I kind of want to work on, especially after pulling it out again. So, you know what? Maybe just to do some stitching, maybe I'll pull this out again this month. Because I don't want to hate stitching, so I really need to probably just like stitch on stuff that, you know, I love to stitch on. Just to, you know, keep my love for it alive. Because I do love it. It's just, you know, there's always so many other things that I'm like, oh, I should do this, I should do that. Ooh, I want to do that. Like, there's not enough hours in the day. And then I've started reading again. And so I've been doing that at night instead of stitching. Which, I mean, hey, whatever. I have limited hours in the day, especially with a child, so do what you love when you want to, right? Okay, and I'm going to show this one last because I made really good progress on that. Now, I think I only worked on one other thing, yeah, and that would be African Woman 1. I worked on her one nap. And this is by Light Unicorn Designs. You can find them on Etsy. And I made a decent amount of progress. So you can see I did, so before all that was here was like this eye. I will see if I took a picture. I don't remember if I did. And the eyebrow. So now, you know, I got some down into the cheek here. This is gonna be part of the nose, outline of the nose. So yeah, she's coming along nicely. And this is on a 22 count that I'm doing 2/1. Oh, there we go. I think that seems like a pretty accurate like representation of the color. I dyed this fabric myself and I named it Orange Juice. And yeah, so I put in a little work on her. I would like to maybe pull her out at least one more time, maybe twice. Like, she's one that progress is kind of slow, so I'd really like to get more done. She's beautiful. I would like to finish her, you know, someday. So there's that. All right, now I want to pull out stats on this one. All right, I'm a little sad. I know Heaven and Earth Designs had a sale. I think does it end today? What is today? Today the 9th? Yeah, I think it ends today. I'll have to see. I really shouldn't, but I might go buy one pattern. I have no intention of starting it, but if I do get in the mood to start it, like, I'd kind of like to have something. So, You're probably wondering why I'm talking about Heaven and Earths. It's because I'm going to show you my Captain Claw. And I'll show you my bag too. This is just a project bag that I made. There's no interfacing or anything. It's just a really basic bag. Just got like a green interior, but it's sparkly. I bought this, I think, originally to make pillows, and it never happened, so now it's a project bag, and I love it. And it is perfect for Captain Claw. Because if you know, Captain Claw is a pirate kitty. And the artwork is by Jeff Heaney, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth. And this is the mini. Alright. So, this week, since my last video, I have not made as much progress as I wanted. But I did put in 1,170 stitches. I am quite pleased with that. That puts me at 10.2% done. That's not bad, right? And without further ado, here we are. So I've just been kind of going wherever the heck I want. So I went up here a little bit, and down here, and over here, and I'm just kind of filling in, and just going wherever the thread takes me. I am doing this on 28 count easy grid, and I am doing this 2/1 tent. So I am just doing half the leg of the cross. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's part of his hat. Okay. I was wondering what that was. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I don't get like the full like view of it as I'm stitching. And then like I show it on the camera and it's like, oh, that's what that is. Okay. So yeah, I am pretty stoked about my progress on this. I have amended my whip goggle because of my lack of stitchy bug to probably try to get 5,000 stitches. If I get more, great. But in order to complete my whip goggle for this month, I have to get 5,000 stitches. So maybe I'll pull this out today. Now that I'm looking at this. Now that I'm like seeing that this is actually like part of his hat, I'm like, ooh, progress that I hadn't noticed. So if you look on this here, I think, yeah, it's over here. So that's like, I think it's like right in here that is. Yeah. So yeah. I am thrilled. I do enjoy working on this, especially now that I have Pattern Keeper and I'm able to just kind of go wherever I want. Like, it makes it way more enjoyable than working like row by row or by square. So I like it for some projects, but I don't really care for it for this project. So yeah, that is my mini Captain Claw. All right, now I want to work on a few projects. So yay. I've noticed my stitchy bug kind of coming back. Like, there's been a few days where I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to stitch. But then there's also like, ooh, I kind of want to do that. I don't know. I have too many things I want to do, like, all the time. So, I think that's everything I worked on. Like I said, I did not work on a lot. I'm pretty sure Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I did not stitch at all. So, you know, there's 3 days of, like, 0 stitching. I also don't plan on stitching probably at least on Saturday, maybe Sunday too. I mean, we'll have to see what Sunday brings. But I have some work that I gotta get done. So yeah, okay, so for right now, because I know I'm not stitching a ton and I probably won't have a ton to show, I think for the foreseeable future, I am going to move my videos to every other week. I have a fair bit going on right now with different appointments and stuff like that. And my kid is also napping a little bit less. Like, there's some days that he will conk out for both naps, and then there are some days where, you know, he won't take a second nap. So, you know, we're not doing that. So I do think that there's going to be a little bit less stitching going on. So I think it just kind of makes more sense, for me anyways, to move it to every other week like I had originally intended when I started this Flosstube. So in doing that, I'm looking at a calendar, sorry. I'm thinking I will probably film again either the 22nd or the 23rd. And when I do that, I'll probably, you know, hopefully I'll have a lot of stitching to show. And if I do like a ton of stitching, I might then make a video, just so I don't like make, you know, an hour plus long video. But I think every other week is going to be what I do for a while. And like I said, that could change. I change my mind all the time. So yeah. Again, I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy my videos, and I hope to see you back. I hope that my lack of things to show, because I know I didn't have that much, doesn't deter you, but please come back. There will be more at some point. You know, I think we all lose our stitchy bug every now and then, and that's okay. The last time I lost it for 2 weeks. Hopefully in another week or so, you know, I'll be back in full swing and like, let's go. Let's stitch all the things. Hopefully no new starts. I did decide not to do the cross stitch camp because honestly, you know, just do a little. Yeah, you can see that. That's my tub. That is my tub of whips. So as you can see, it is very full. It is very full. So I'm gonna see how long I can go with no new starts and just working from what I have going, because I have a lot going, as you just saw. So anywho, I think I have stuff that I would love to do in a giveaway. So I'm thinking maybe once I hit like 70 or 100 subscribers, I would love to do a large giveaway, because I have a lot of like stuff that's just sitting, like of stuff I've already stitched or things I've accumulated that I'm not going to stitch. So hopefully we have that to look forward to. I've been wanting to do giveaways for a while, but when you only have like 20 subscribers like I did a couple weeks ago, you know, that's not a lot of people. So yeah, I will see you all in a couple of weeks. I hope all of you get as much stitching done as you want, and if you can't, you know what, it'll still be there when you have the time for it, or when you want to, because sometimes we don't always want to stitch, and that's okay. So anyways, thank you all so much, and I am going to shut up now. Have a good one. Bye.